everyone, today we're going to be writing equations of quadratic function given a graph and a point. So what's going on here is that we have a graph and we have a point over here, and we are supposed to determine the equation that would work for this graph. So these are the steps that we have here. I wrote them down. There are 3 of them. So the first step is to determine the vertex hk and plug these values into the equation, which is a graphing form. Y equals a x minus h squared plus k. Okay, so we're gonna look for the vertex, and this point right here is our vertex. So we're gonna label this as -1, -3. So this is -1, -3. So our vertex is -1 and -3. Now we are going to write the equation that would work for this. So we're gonna plug it in. By the way, this -1 here is our h and this is our k. So then we go ahead and put it into the equation. Y equals a, our x is just x, the h is -1, so I'm going to use the red pen for this, so x minus 1, and then that's a square, and then a plus k, which is actually a -3. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. Now the next thing that we're going to do is simplify this. So this would be y equals a, and then that would be x plus 1 squared minus 3. So that's the first step. I will give you a trick. The fastest way is just to switch the sign of the h and just put it there. Since this is a -1, so I'm just going to go ahead and say x plus 1. That's the fastest way. But I'm just showing you the correct step, or the complete step for it. Okay, so at this time, we are going to plug in the value of x and y. So the x and y are these points right here. So this is our x, this is our y. So from here, we go ahead and plug that value into this equation. So I'm going to put an arrow that we're using this equation right here. So then we have our y is 3. So I got that from here. So I put 3 equals a is missing. Our x is -4 plus 1 squared minus 3. So then we're going to simplify it. So 3 equals a, and then we have this is a -3 squared minus 3. So then we want to clear this up because we want to solve for a. That's what it is for. So we add 3 from both sides plus 3 here. So then we are left with, that is 6 is equal to a, -3 squared, so which means -3 times -3 is a positive 9. So we can go ahead and write 6 equals 9a. So that's 9a. So then from here, we're going to divide both sides by 9, divide this by 9. So then we can cross out the 9. So then our a is equal to 6 over 9. But this, both of them, 6 and 9, are divisible by 3. So then we can go ahead and say our a then is equal to, that's going to be 2 over 3. So that's 2/3. So that is our a. And this is the number that we plug this back into this equation right here in order that we can write the equation down here. So our final equation here is y is equal to, our a is 2 over 3, and then we just copy the whole thing over here. So that is 2 over 3 x plus 1 squared minus 3. So this is our equation for this graph right here. At this time, I would encourage you to pause this video and try this problem out on your own. And when you're done, pause it and check your answer. Okay, so we go over the problem here. So first step, we determine the vertex, and this is our vertex right here. And that is 4 and 5. So I'm going to label this as 4 and 5. So I'm gonna have the vertex 4 and 5 here. So remember, this is our h and this is our k. So we plug it in. So that's y is equal to, so let me use the blue for that. So y is equal to a x, and then again, I gave you a trick since that's a positive 4, so I can just go ahead and say -4 squared plus 5. So then from here, we are going to use this equation. We know that this one is our x and this one is our y, and we use that equation over here. So I'm going to put that down here. So that would be our y is negative 4. So I'm going to write negative 4 equals, the a is missing, and then our x is negative 2. And then we have a minus 4 squared plus 5. So then this is negative 4 equals a times, that's a negative 6 squared plus 5. So we're going to subtract 5 from both sides so we can clear it up to solve for a. So that's a minus 5 from both sides. We can cross the minus 5 out. So we're left with negative 9 equals 6 times 6 is 36 positive, and that's an a. We want to solve for a. So then we divide both sides by 36. Divide this by 36. So then we can cross that out. So our a is negative 9 over 36. And we can reduce this. So that would be a is equal to, these are both divisible by 9. So that would be a negative 1/4 is our a. And this value is the one that we plug back into the equation that we got from the first step. So that the final equation that we're going to have would be y, so I rewrite it, y equals, our a now is negative 1/4. We have x minus 4 squared plus 5. So this is our equation for this graph. Did you get the same answers as this? Good. Perfect. If you find this video helpful, hit like and subscribe for more math videos. See ya!